I do hope you guys are drinking with me, right? Okay? So if you're not, I suggest you get yourself a drink and let's drink together. Okay? Cheers. Hola, hey amigos, mga adlaw. Today is going to be a special day because we are going on a trip. I'm going to take you all the way back to the Philippines without having to fly, without having to go through all the PCR tests and the quarantine. Shout out to Fritzy and Hubert though, because they're there right now doing quarantine. But I opted to just stay here in Germany because mm, the hassle is just not for me. So you know what? Just because I could not go to the Philippines does not mean I could not take the Philippines with me. So a few weeks ago, I went to this Asian store in Bonn and I saw something. Um, ta-da! This one. This is like the very famous Tanduay Rum of the Philippines. Now this was one of my go-to drinks back in college because this is so cheap. You could get like a whole set for this one for 100 euro, 100 pesos. One pitcher of pineapple juice, and that's for the chaser, and one long neck. And this just takes me all the way back to college. So I want to give a shout out also to the Pimps and Host crew, those that shared endless bottles of rums with me. Jen, CJ, Scott, Maya, Isa, Kim, and Edu, and all the other people that shared Tanduay with back in college. Robin Kring as well, of course. Before we start drinking, let me just give you my brief personal history with Tanduay. Okay, so Tanduay has always been like the drink of choice of college students, especially in the Visayas and Mindanao. This was way before the Emperador era, because this is cheap. You can get this for okay. There are different sizes. This is like the bigger one. The normal size we call it lapad. It has like a flat bottle. You can get that, I think, in the supermarket for less than 50 pesos. This one, I think, is around 60 or 70. But if you buy this at the sari-sari store or like the common corner store in the Philippines, they would sell this for 100. Now, this is quite famous because it gets the job done, and it really ups you up. Okay? And I don't know. I just think you could not be Filipino if you don't drink or have never tried tanduay. Now, the first way of drinking it is to drink it with coconut. Now, I know we don't have coconut here in Deutschland. The coconut that they sell in the Asian store is not really that great. But back in the Philippines, you can always just like get coconuts everywhere, the fresh ones, the sweet ones. And what you would normally do is just have it opened and pour a little bit of tanduay in there. Now, since we couldn't have an actual coconut, I got myself this coconut water just to simulate the experience. Now, I've done that normally in the beach. Um, I've done it in Bohol, uh, in Alona, and there's other beach near Alona. Duma. It starts with a D. Dumagasong. It's the beach near Alona. Okay. And this is what I mean from the name itself. It's called coconut rum. Okay. Okay. That's about it. And let's see if it does taste like the Philippines. Mm. Yeah, it worked quite well with this one. I think the reason why it works it's because normally if you buy the coconut water inside this Tetra packs, is this a Tetra pack? I'm not sure. In this kind of container, the coconut water that they have are usually a bit on the older side, so it's a bit salty. If you mix it with the tanduay, it kind of complements each other. Because like until now, I still have that like the taste of the tanduay um, intermixing with the coconut water. Is it great? I mean, It's all right. Okay, no, I think one of the difference is that, of course, if you I normally just drink coconut rum if I'm on the beach somewhere, and it's the whole experience of drinking it from the actual coconut shell and having a straw. But this is all right. This actually is already good enough for me. Okay, so that's like the first way of drinking tanduay. The second way of drinking it is like one of my favorites, and this is with Coke. Yeah, so we are going to do a rum Coke. Now, normally if I'm in Moabual or in Malapascua or in Bantayan Island or any other beach or from that beach that I'm not gonna name because I just want to keep it a secret, I would normally have a rum Coke. Now, okay, so how do you make a rum Coke? We have Tanduay, Coke, and lemon. Now in the Philippines, we usually use lemoncito. Those are like the small Philippine lemon. But since we don't have that here, we'll just use this one. Okay, so next, and some Coke. There's a bit of hair in there. That's my hair. And a dash of lemon. If only this were limoncito, though. I mean, it's just. But we could not, like, No, but this is okay. Okay? So, cheers. Yeah. I think I just need more lemon. This just takes me all the way back to Moabual. I would usually have my rum coke in wait, Andis Talisay. I was always there. Andis Talisay and the other one, Chorus. I think, yeah, it was Chorus. It was just near the. I don't know the exact name of the location, but I just know where it is. If you've ever been to Moalboal, you know where that is, and Andis Talisay is so famous. And in Malapascua Island, I would just normally bring like a bottle of Tanduay with me, and I just like invite other people, and we would normally watch the sunset on the Logan Beach, because that's where you can find the amazing sunsets. It's like it's where the port is now. And sunsets have always been, a thing for me. It's just like a constant reminder that the best things in life are always free, and there's just like some. I mean, who would not love a Philippine sunset, right? And this would have been better if like there were other like-minded people who are sharing this with me right now. But anyway, you guys are there. I do hope you guys are drinking with me, right? Okay. So if you're not, I suggest you get yourself a drink and let's drink together. Okay. Cheers. There you go. I mean, it's not as great, but cannot complain. I only have Tanduay and Coke with me. I think this would have been better with the Philippine lemon. Or if you don't have the Philippine lemon, a lime or a typical lemon from the grocery would suffice. So that's the second way of doing it. Now the third way of drinking it is by making a cocktail named after that very famous island in the Philippines called Barakai. Now what we need are coffee, Milo, or what my French friends would call as Milo. They don't have this in the German groceries. You can always get one at an Asian store. or in France, that's the name Milo. And some sweetened condensed milk. Now I have prepared some coffee and Milo in here. Now I really don't know the ratio. It's just that, being Asian and all that, I never really cared about measuring things. I just, asked my ancestors, like, is this okay, abuela? Is this enough? And I know this is already the ratio for the coffee and Milo for this one is perfect. My most memorable experience with Barakai was with my good friends Rob and Crane, and that night, one of our classmates named Kana, she prepared us some batch of Barakai, which just made me swear that I'd never have Barakai ever again, because I just had like the worst hangover, and it was just like the worst tasting. But the thing is, I've had Barakai ever since, and those were like good ones. I think the reason why it wasn't that great before, like what our classmate did, was she did not add some water in there. Now you always have to water down the alcohol, because at the end of the day, this is a cocktail, and you drink a cocktail for its flavor, right? You just don't drink an alcohol just to get drunk, which is also probably the reason why I don't like drinking Red Horse. If I had my way, I would really prefer drinking Pale Pilsen or Super Dry, because when I drink beer, I want to appreciate the taste. I want to appreciate the flavor. Okay, so this time, let's add some sweetened condensed milk. I think that's good. That's already enough. So that's Milo. Milo is already sweet anyway. Coffee. Then I'll add a little bit of water. There you go. And the star of the show, Tanduay Rum. There you go. Okay. Now let's mix that. I think this is gonna be good. Wow. Okay. There you go. Oops. That was hot water. Okay, the ultimate taste test. Is this Barakai delicious or not? Great even. And it just goes to show that, just because you had like one bad cocktail does not mean if you have that cocktail again, it's gonna be as bad. Because at the end of the day, there are different factors, probably the different ratios that was being used. That's about it, you guys. Dagang salamat sa pagtanaw, and hoping all is well wherever you are. And before I end this, make sure you just drink moderately, okay? It's okay to have alcohol once in a while. It's okay, trust me. So, hantod sa sunod. Tschüss!